So, I did something a little bit interesting. And let me tell you what that is. As you know, I had just got my S21 5G Ultra, or Ultra 5G, and I had traded in my Note 20 for that. I did a review on that in comparison between the two. Right after I did that, I saw that there was a very good deal for the same trade-in, the Note 20, on the S22 Ultra. It was $300 cheaper. So, I decided to jump through some hoops and try and make that happen, and they, as of right now, say everything is good. So, and this is through Verizon, and they were fantastic about it. I must have called them a bunch of times. I did call them a bunch of times. I must have called them a dozen times. Not because of what they did, but because I was just nervous about the whole process. But again, it seems that everything went well. They were able to apply a promotion correctly to the new one, and I'm going to exchange the S21 back. That was because it was within the return window when they announced the deal, and they pre-ordered the S22, which I received early. I received that last night, which is supposed to be here on the Friday, the 25th. So we're going to take a look at the two of the phones, do a little bit of comparison. I don't expect that there's going to be that much difference with the actual phones. I would imagine that they're pretty well similar, except for the S22 has an S Pen, which the S21 does not, and it has 256 gigabytes of storage, which was another promotion going on. It was, for the same price. Now, the S22 Ultra that I have cost $1,250 plus tax, and that's spread out over 30 or 36 months. I'm not sure which one I picked. And then the bill credit will go hand in hand with that, so that's $1,000 over those months, offsetting the $1,250 because you pay tax up front. At the same time over those months. So it works out to be something, very tiny compared to the $500. It's $250 versus the $500, versus the $500 that I had on the S21 Ultra, because this phone was $50 more, I think. I'm not sure, but I think. Anyways, let's get right into it. You're going to have to excuse my voice. I hope it don't sound too strained. I'm still recovering from the Daytona 500. Did a little bit of screaming there. Not really surprising considering how loud those cars are, which is the first time I'd have been there, which is great. A great experience. I'd highly recommend it. But anyways, okay, let's open these up. So I already showed you S21. It's just in the box because, whatever. We'll compare the boxes. So first off, wider box, as you can see, slightly. And also, it is a skinnier box, depth-wise. I'm not really sure why, but it is. In all honesty, it looks like they use the same tray. So this is what happens. This is what you get. I had to open it to activate it. So this is not, I didn't get to peel the tape. But other than that, everything is as you get. So you get a cover. That's not unusual. You get a phone, obviously. And it actually comes with a little tab that you can pull it out. You don't have to tip it. The phone itself comes with a protective backing, a screen protector, a bottom protector, and side and top protector as well. So there's plastic pretty much everywhere around it, as you can see. No camera bump. And this is why I think they use the same tray. That is definitely the same tray, or similar tray, I should say, to the S21 Ultra, which does have a square cutout. So I'm not really sure why they would need that, considering it's actually it doesn't actually fit. But I'm not sure. Maybe this is a late design, because late design change. Because I'm surprised that it's got a square cutout. Regardless, that's kind of irrelevant. That right there shows that these phones are actually different proportions. So you can see this one is definitely, the S22 is definitely more square. It looks no longer, but it's definitely wider. It's definitely got a different shape to it. I can't say I prefer the Note more. This feels like a lot like my Note 20 did. I'm sorry, this is the S22 Ultra, but it's just like a Note. Honestly, there's no difference. This had the same designs as my S9 and S8, where it's curved, and it feels more like a phone. And this is definitely more designed to be a tablet. This does have curved sides, unlike maybe my Note 20. I'm not sure if it has a curved screen though. It does look like it is on the corner, so that was an upgrade over my Note 20. This has pretty much the same specs in terms of screen. This supposedly has a wider range refresh rate, so it goes 10 hertz to 120 maybe. So it's it could be a little bit of a performance difference. I don't think that's true. I don't think I'll notice it at least. Brightness similar, resolution similar, and yeah, I mean that's pretty much. They're going to be very similar phones, except for the S Pen and the storage, and then this camera bump, obviously, which is a nice feature. Because I have to say, having this one for a while, it did get a little bit annoying to have this huge bump. I don't know if you can tell, but it would not allow the phone to lie flat. Obviously, this one doesn't either, but it lies a little bit less. It's not nearly as pronounced. So, I think that's a big plus, and I think that's probably why they came out with this and why they're not really selling this one anymore. At least Verizon's not. Or Samsung's not. One of the two's not. I remember there was an article about that, but this is an amazing phone, the S21. I used it to take all those videos and pictures at Daytona, and it's fantastic. The thing's crazy. I mean, the 10 times zoom is fantastic. I will say that the 100 times zoom on S22, I just tried it once, and I'll try it again and pop any comparisons up there, seems to actually be better. It's obviously fake, but this must have a AI algorithm that works a little bit better. It smooths out the image. I mean, it still kind of can't really tell what it is, but if I were to show the two side by side, you'd say that S22's 100 times zoom is a lot better than this S21's 100 times zoom. It's a weird, I wasn't expecting any change, but it is. I still think it's a bit of a gimmick, but the real moneymaker on these two is the 10 times zoom, which is unbelievable. For a phone, it's unbelievable. So, and I don't expect any difference between the two. So let's go back to the unboxing, I guess. Just to show you what goes in this side. I got a little bit sidetracked between the two devices, but it comes with the typical instruction packet. Both of these phones had it. This comes with a cable, no charger. And then we get the quick start instructions and a SIM card tool. I make another slow motion spinning SIM card tool video, but. So it's very simple. That's all that they have in the box. Again, I'm a little miffed that they don't include... I'm over the headphone stuff. I use Galaxy Buds, and they're fantastic. But I am a little miffed that they don't include a power brick. I mean, these are expensive phones, and I unless you're coming from a very recent phone that happened to give it, you're going to be buying another one because these take a lot of power to charge now. So... I'm not sure what the reasoning behind that is, other than maybe faux e-waste stuff. They're pretending like it's better, but I really have a problem with that. I think that they need to not, leave us out with that. I think it was funny because I think they made fun of Apple for doing that, and then literally a couple months later they were like, oh hey, we're gonna do the same thing. Can't possibly be money saving. I mean, maybe it can, but that's ridiculous. Anyways, that's what we have in the box. It's a nice box, and it's very snug in here. You might be wondering why I have this here, and this is because this isn't open, and we're not opening. This is going back. This is a Moto G Pure. I paid $150. I'm sorry, on Amazon for it. It's unlocked. It's supposed to work on Verizon Wireless, and the reason behind that was because this S21 is about 2 days outside of the return window. So I went into the store and said, I'm a little worried. I wasn't joking when I said 12 times. I did. I called them a bunch of times. And I even went to the store. I was a little worried. I said, well, it's going to be outside the return window when this one arrives. They said, no problem, because that one's pre-ordered. Once you get it, send it back. We can't have your phone without a line. We can't have your line without a phone on it because we can't charge you. So that's where that happened. Now, obviously, I haven't sent the phone back, so they could be like, oh, something, you know, I don't know. But regardless. So I was going to try and put this on my account. I didn't open it because I didn't want to risk the return, because I don't need another phone. I have this one that we're recording on right now, which is great when I don't actually need service on it. It's a track phone. It's a Moto E, which is fine, honestly. I hope you can hear over the lawn people are here, apparently, so that'll be an interesting, hopefully it's not too loud and annoying. It's annoying me, but okay. So let's turn this on. You can see right here. It's very similar, you know. It has quick scrolling for sure. I haven't actually done any setup on this yet. Like, I didn't port it over with Switch yet, which should be easy, but I needed to make sure that I could use the phone to activate it. Brightness, let's check. So not bad, honestly. It seems pretty good. It's got a lot of glare on the screen, but it also has a screen protector, so that might be impacting it a little bit. I love these curved edges, though. It's nice. I'm not gonna actually get to feel them because I'm gonna have a case ready for it. I'm not risky enough to do that. I did play the S Pen before. I don't like this S Pen, to be honest. I preferred my Note 20. This is a rubberized S Pen, or it feels rubberized at least. It's not slick like the S Pen that I had on the Note 20, and so as a result, it slides in and out a little slower. I imagine it'll start showing some wear quicker, but it is very nice to have it for the sole reason that you can now use it as a camera shutter. So, ready? Okay. Yeah, that's all. I knew it. There you go. Single press. That's cool. It walked us through that. So, and then the other thing it should be able to do is, yeah, I do got it. Maybe I need to have the phone off to do this. I used to be, yeah, wow, that's super annoying. Okay, so let's try the screen off, pulling the S Pen out. It should just let me write on the screen. So, yeah, there we go. That is one of the coolest features. Forgive the handwriting, but I did love that about the Note 20. And I love it about this S22 Ultra. So this is, for all intents and purposes, it's a Note. It looks just like it. It's a little wider. Feels premium. I'm not sure where the glass back is gone. My S21 Ultra doesn't have it, and this one doesn't have it either. I don't know if the lower models do, but it's a little bit sad, to be honest. I was looking forward to that because I know that on my Note 20 it didn't have it, but that was the lesser version. That was not the Ultra. That was just the Note 20. I mean, again, it's going to be in a case. It's going to be in a case anyways, but I'm not sure. Let's try this. Okay, so I got this in the case here. It does fit very snug. And the screen protector is probably the issue here. For why it's not flush, yeah, that's why it is. It's not flush because of these little things, but I like this case. It seems to be nice. I'll put the link in the description if you want this. This is a Ringke. I would like to give a little shout out to this case. This is an ESR. It was a kickstand case. I got it for $5 because somebody posted on Slick Deals. I was like, I'm traveling and I just want to have a kickstand for the plane. So, worked fine as a kickstand. I don't know if you can see that, but up, sideways, perfect. I dropped this phone 3 times on a patio from a bar chair, and it has 0 damage. Not even anything. Not even a scuff or a scratch. This is a great case. I didn't expect anything from it, and it's fantastic. I mean, it saved my bacon, to be honest. But you can see right here, that's also, I'm now putting a lanyard on it until I get used to the phones. While I'm taking, all these test pictures and stuff. Especially this is, I had it on this case when I went to the Daytona 500. Because you're, jostling around, taking video, walking. But definitely high marks for this ESR case. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it for the physical, view. Because it's not going to be much different than the S21. What I will do right now is run some benchmarks. I'll install, which one was it? Whatever we did on this one. Geekbench maybe? Yeah, I will install Geekbench, and then we'll bump up the 2 results. And that should be a good comparison to see if it did get any better. This, I believe, has the same RAM. Because 256, I think it has 12 gigs, and I think this had 12 gigs too. We might be able to confirm that. There was no higher one for Verizon. There was a lower, I believe. If you got the 128, which they weren't even selling, because like I said, it was a free upgrade in memory. Or storage, I should say. That one, I think, came with 8 gigs of RAM. That's what my Note 20 had, so it's still plenty. About phone. Nope, not about phone. General management. What am I looking for here? Battery and device care. Okay, so we have 12 gigs of RAM, 256 of storage. S21 had 12 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of storage. So that's a change, I guess. If you only get the 128, it does have less RAM than the old S21, unless Verizon doesn't offer less than that. I believe it is, though, at least according to the Samsung website. I'd like to make some comment about the battery life. Now, I have no experience with the S22, but it's got a slightly bigger battery than the S21, and the S21's battery is fantastic. All day. It's been a while since I've had a phone that goes all day. I know my Note 20 was a year and a half old, heavy usage. Also charged a lot. But this phone is fantastic. It absolutely will hold a charge all day. And that's with normal usage, normal heavy usage. And I expect the same out of this S22 Ultra. So either one, you can't go wrong. I mean, it's amazing where we've come. I mean, they're heavy. They're heavy. This is twice the weight of my mother's iPhone 12 mini, which has a battery that's almost half the size. So, I mean, it's your whatever you're looking for. But if you're looking for battery and all day use, I think that the S22, S21 are great phones to go for. So, what else? Hey, let me try the fingerprints. Let me try the fingerprint sensor. So, fingerprint sensor on the S21 was good, same as it was in the Note 20. I prefer to have it on the back. I know that that's never going to happen again. But I do think it worked better on the back than it does in the front. Okay. It just seems a little more. Oh, this may not work with the screen protector on. We're going to try it. It might. I'm going to take the screen protector off. You don't need it anyways. Alright, let's try unlocking it. It's pretty responsive, so just like the S21, I keep standing up so that I can make sure this is still recording. I hope that you guys have seen what I was able to do. I'm not sure I'm staying everything forward or not. But anyways, if not, then I'll have to redo this review. But I just wanted to show the unboxing between the two. But so far, very minimal usage with the S22, but it seems to be good. Shape is the biggest difference. Camera bump is the biggest visual difference. S Pen and the storage. What was it I was about to say? I am not sure. I had another point to tell you all, and I can't seem to remember. I'm not quite sure if this is what I was trying to think of, but the S21, S22 both have a battery option on there that stops the charge from getting past, I mean, if you want 85%, which is where they say is the appropriate level to have it for, you know, prolonged usage, prolonged life. So you can definitely put that on there, which I will, unless I'm planning on traveling, which is a nice feature that the Note 20, to my knowledge, didn't have, which meant that, you know, it charged 100%, which was putting wear on the battery. But so that's definitely something that was worth mentioning. And I also wanted to try, before I go into the picture comparisons, wireless, whatchamacallit, wireless power share. So let's just, between the two, I'm not sure. Okay, so I'll turn it on here. Ready to charge. This has the case on it though, so it still should work with only one case. There you go. Easy as that. What a neat feature. And yes, I did put the included screen protector from the S22 on the S21. But what a neat feature to have, you know. I always love that about Samsung, is they include these features that, you know, they may not be bulletproof, but why would you not want them? Like, you might as well have the feature rather than not. I mean, a certain other brand seems to only put out the most polished things, and I still know people with issues with them. But, you know, I like that Samsung gives me the tools to do what I want. Obviously, this has the dual Bluetooth connection. You can listen to wireless audio on two different speakers, which is nice. The same, well, you might be able to split it up, but you can definitely do the same audio and it syncs up, which is great. Another thing that this does is it does have 5G, and I actually had a chance to test the S21, and I see no reason why this would be any different. The S21 Ultra 5G in a 5G ultra wideband spot, and it was very fast, over 300 Mbps down. Typically, I get around 150 on 4G. We were in a crowded convention center, so, you know, I mean, honestly, that was fantastic. You know, gone are the days where you can't even send a message, but when you're around a lot of other people. So I thought that was nice to say. It is extremely fast. The future's coming, and it works really well on the S21, and I would assume on the S22. Never had a chance to try it on the Note 20, even though that was supposedly 5G as well. The ultra wideband services, especially now that the airports are postponing, are a little bit few and far between, because, you know, unless you're in the metropolitan area, you're not really going to get the full-fledged speed just yet. But it is coming, so. But they were very fast on, this was very fast on ultra wideband, so look forward to that if you have not had that experience yet. So other than that, we're good. I'm sure this one will be great. I will do the picture comparisons right now, and I don't think I'll be seeing you, but if there's some groundbreaking negative to the S21, I assume it'll be very similar, except for the 100 times zoom. I assume that there won't be even a difference, but then I will pop on after these. But we'll just assume that you can enjoy these picture comparisons and judge for yourself. Again, I'll put the links to the cases below in the description. The ESR, and then for the S21, and then the Ringke, or however you pronounce it, for the S22. This looks like it provides plenty of protection. Surprisingly, this did, and the bump wasn't very far away from being exposed. Here's a good comparison. Here's the Note 20 case. So you can actually see the shape difference between all three phones. Let me grab this case off. And I did have this is a Ringke as well, and I had another Ringke for, again, I don't know how to pronounce it, for the S21 before I got the Kickstand case, and I had fully intended on switching back to that. And then the Kickstand got very convenient, so I kept it on, and luckily, they did a very good job of designing it, so it was very good protection. So ESR, kudos to you. And I've had no problems with any of my Ringke or ESR, or even I used to do Fosman, but I don't think they exist anymore, or they don't make phones for the Androids. But there's another one that I'm not sure. I don't remember what they are, but I've never used them, but I've gotten them for people, and they've had no issues too. But so there you go. Here's the S21. I'm sorry, the Note 20 on top of the S22. It's slightly smaller, as it should be. I think the screen is a little smaller. And then we have this. Excuse that. It's the landline. Came in handy today, though, when I was activating the phone. And then we have the Note 20 on the S21. Surprisingly, very similar dimensions. So this is definitely wider than both. And not really any longer, though. Oh, about at the limit of how big phones can get. But yeah, let's enjoy the pictures, guys, and the benchmark I'll pop up there as well. Just quick, does anybody know what this is right here? Yeah, there we go, finally a good view. It's not a button, it doesn't open, the SIM card slot is down here, So I'm not sure what that is. I don't know if that was a SD spot. That doesn't make much sense to me. Or if it's an antenna or somewhere for like the cooling to go maybe. Like I said, it's weird. Like it's not the same, and it's very large. So another thing that I just wanted to say while I got this after peeling off the plastic is definitely get yourself a case before you even use this. Like these are dust magnets like up in there. And then also I noticed like I just set this down and it already started picking up like non-existent stuff on it. Like all I've been doing is putting it on the box and picking it up and doing the transfer stuff. So yeah, definitely get yourself a case before you even try to use it, because it's going to get really, really dusty and dirty. This, whatchamacallit, the S21 has a similar issue, but not with up there. It has it around the edge here. I have to say I'm a little disappointed in, and actually, I haven't even checked, but I would assume these are actually still waterproof, but, you know, IP68, but I'm not, you know, I'm a little surprised. I'm a little surprised at both of them about how much it lets dust get into the crevices. That's just design, I guess. Okay, so on the right we have the S21 Ultra, and then on the left we have the S22 Ultra. This is Geekbench 5. You can see this one was the original one. I didn't run it again. Didn't see a need to. So what we have here is slightly better performance on the S22, which is the left. Single core marginally better. Multi-core is probably about the same step up as it was the Note 20 to the S21, if I remember correctly. ARM V8. Not really sure. You know, I'm just guessing they don't know what that is, because I think it was supposed to be the same. Memory is so weird. So memory showing different, but single core. Multi-core. I'm not sure if higher is better. So this did on the right did perform slightly better for the S21 like camera. I'm not sure which one it is though, but slightly better. But anyways, okay, so let's do compute. And let's see what we get. Hey, check this out. So this is the not sure what this one is. Compute maybe. The S22, which is on the left, did much better than the S21, and we noticed this was actually where the S21 suffered before in the other benchmarks. I'm not sure why it's 10 gigs RAM, maybe 2 gigs of the RAM on these. Both of these is reserved for graphics or something. I'm not sure, but I mean that's obviously wrong. Compute units. This says it has an extra compute unit. Very interesting. I mean, it's kind of smoking that one. Let's see what we do in benchmarks. So 6003. So this did still do worse than a couple. Oh, the Exynos one still again. But we're now ahead of the S21, where we weren't before. I'm sorry, the S20. And all the Exo. So it made big ground on the Exynos ones. So like we see here, 4666. We were down right above the S20 FE before. Now we're above the S20 by a lot. It's not even close. I'm not sure why the S20 FE is not on this left one, but regardless. So it definitely made a huge impact on that for the compute. Yeah, so there you go. I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, it's, you know, I'm sure that there's almost no difference in daily use that we would ever notice, but benchmarks are there for testing.